Hey, it's me, TV, and I'm going to give you another Camp Nano update. And I know this is going to be like multiple days wrapped into one, but last week was really rough for me, so like nothing got done besides writing. And even then, I didn't really write more than normal or like above my goal for the day. I just wrote, and that was about all I could really get done that week. So yeah, nothing got done. I am officially past the mid-chapter, and the further I go, the more I realize that I'm definitely going to have to like make my midpoint, my like ending stretch. It would just fit in there so much better, and like the things that I'm doing to like build up would make more sense if I was building up towards an end rather than like a midpoint. I've also started to like combine some of my later chapters into one chapter. So I think I'm down 2 chapters that have been combined. So yeah, there's that. I might end up combining more. It's just right now, the way my outline looks, I think that everything has enough substance to stand on its own, but I don't know that for sure. I won't know until I'm actually like there typing it out. Right now I'm on a chapter that I thought would end up being pretty short, but I think I have enough substance to stretch it out. I was having issues with my antagonists being too nice and like not good. They're so evil, but like not really all that threatening considering they're supposed to be like the big bad of the story. I've done a few things to make sure my antagonist is at least mildly threatening and that my protagonist has a reason to hate them, but still I don't know how that's going to like go back how that's going to look whenever I go back and reread it. Like even right now I'm not entirely sure on how that sounds or how it's gonna look when I go back for it. So I guess it'll depend on whether or not I keep it or like keep the scenes, or whether or not I feel like it does a good job make my villain a villain, you know? Speaking of making sure my antagonist is evil, I had to write my first character death, I think a few days ago. And it was very weird to write. Like that character wasn't all that deep in the story or anything. It just felt weird to like kill someone off and like them not, and have them like not be able to like be used anymore, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it just feels weird knowing that that name probably won't come up very much anymore. I know that even if I do revise this character death, it's something that's not going to change, like it's something that needs to stay in the plot. So I know that this death is pretty much permanent. I don't know if I could ever like bring back this person. Even if I could think of a way, I probably wouldn't. I just don't. I think this death like has to happen, and the character's probably going to end up staying dead like for good. Chapter that I'm on finally has my protagonist and the love interest meeting up again after being separated for like a few months and like 6 chapters. Which is another reason I'm thinking about pushing it back towards the end, because like getting reunited would make much more sense if it was towards the end rather than like the middle, at least to me. I mean, if you think otherwise, tell me. But I just feel like it would make more sense for like a reunion to happen towards the end rather than like the middle, if that makes sense. But the reunion scene didn't go that great. I kind of rushed it because I just didn't want to write that at the moment, so I kind of like rushed past it. So as it stands right now, the reunion scene is very like just bare essentials to keep the plot moving forward. So yeah, I'm going to like revise all of that. There is something to be said about how nice it feels to like write a character's name again, or like and like write their voice again after not writing them for like a long time. That feels very like nice, I guess. Does that make sense? To like write someone again, like get back into like the swing of things using them. So I'm interested to see if I will continue to feel like that nice feeling inside when I like start writing the other voices again. The next few chapters I'm going to have to write, they're gonna like some points from my earlier chapters are gonna come back because, you know, promises were made, so we're gonna see how that pans out. And like I don't remember exactly what I said, so I'm gonna have to either reread or just BS it. And I think I'm gonna end up BSing it just because I don't want to have to reread my old pages, because I know they're really bad. Like even what I'm writing right now is bad, but I know that what I wrote earlier was even worse. So I really don't want to reread that and then get like anxious and then not want to write anymore. So I'm just gonna like BS it or like do brackets and just put like insert stuff here or whatever. I am almost at my Camp Nano goal. I have like 2 more days of writing, I think, and I'll reach it. Even though after those 2 days I still won't be done with this manuscript, I still have a few days left. And if I write the chapters I have left, and I decide to like not combine anymore, I'll be done with this manuscript by August 16th if I keep up writing it at the same pace, which I don't think will be hard. So if I'm able to like keep writing my 1,600 words in about an hour to an hour and a half, I should be able to do this every day until I finish this manuscript. Then I'm gonna stop writing for like a few weeks so I can like cleanse this from my mind. Well, I probably won't stop writing. I'll just like outline something else or something, I guess. And then I'll be able to go back to this and like reread it with like a cleansed mind, kind of. And then once my mind is all like empty, I'll be able to like go back and hopefully start revising after reading it. Hopefully. I'm not really looking forward to doing any of that, but I know that after I revise it once, it'll be infinitely better than whatever this first draft is gonna be. But I will have to like write that whole midsection again, probably. So it's gonna fucking suck. I thought about just like pretending I'm writing towards the end right now and like skipping a lot of stuff just to like pretend like my chapters I'm on right now is like my ending scenes. But if I do that, I'll end up finishing this manuscript by early August, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and write following my outline for right now, just in case any scenes come up or like have any revelations about my characters. So I think I'm gonna keep writing following my outline, but I might change my mind. I'm not entirely set on one way or the other right now. So yeah, so I'll have to update you with Camp Nano and like writing stuff in general. Haven't done a lot else. Yeah, my TBR for the reading rush ended up not going that great. So hey, got a video on that too. So you can see that I failed at basically everything this past week. It's great. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more stuff, you can subscribe.